Hi there guys, this is DCRS here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been on holiday. I was out of the country, so I never actually had my recording software and software to actually do stuff on my computer to actually, you know, make videos. Sorry. Sorry I haven't made a video in 2 weeks, but when I came back, I was pretty busy. So usually in my schedule that I make videos, I usually do it on Monday because that's the best time I've got. Or a Sunday, depending on when uh, this video is uploaded in what country, state, yada yada yada. So yeah, this is a Silent Heroes, I guess you could say, Silent Heroes. I was watching the YCS Boshum. I have no idea how to pronounce it. And someone was playing Silent Swordsman Destiny HEROs, and yeah, I thought that's pretty interesting. I was thinking about making a Silent Swordsman deck for a while because whatever since the new cards were revealed in the new duelist pack, I wanted to actually make a deck, but I didn't know what I would actually use to actually construct a deck. So when I saw Heroes, that gave me inspiration for actually making a better, well, a different version of Heroes. So yeah, as it stands out for Heroes, totally well. There was a top for the top 8 for YCS Boshum. There was two awesome heroes that topped, but considering how fragile Heroes is, once you break the board, it's going to be pretty hard to top deck once your opponent has an established board and they can control your field. Because once heroes get out controlled, they lose. They can't do anything. They have the top deck, and even if that's one card that they can't do, then yeah, you pretty much have to control there. Pretty much what this format is a control type of format. If you have a strong field and you can do plays and stuff that are more consistent, and they'll make plays. If you make plays that can come back, yeah, it's gonna be there's only like a couple of decks at the moment that can actually recycle, recur, and it's pretty much like BA form. It's like every deck's a BA, a Burning Abyss. So yeah, if it can recur, it can recur. If it can't, then it can't do it as fast as the other decks, or it can't do as much as the other decks. And yeah, the ones that can't do it will pretty much lose at that point. So this format is more about control, and if you can now control your opponent quite a bit, then yeah, you can pretty much win from then on. And I've been talking for 2 minutes so far. Wow. Anyway, as you can see, on to the deck profile, and I'll discuss why I put these in for text and stuff. As you can see here, I run 3 Silent Swordsman, the main Silent Swordsman, the new one from Duelist Pack. With this card, you pretty much tribute a warrior type monster on your field, and you can special summon this card from your hand. If it's destroyed by opponent's card, I kind of did a bit of testing and I lost. I didn't know how to use Silent Swordsman very well, so I'm doing some testing, and pretty much your opponent has to destroy the monster, not you. I tried using Reflection stuff and trying to destroy my own cards with Treacherous Trap Hole and stuff. Yeah, that didn't work out as I planned, so I'm not exactly smart enough to actually figure it out. And then I read it again, I was like, oh, whoops, I made a mistake. But yeah, you run a heavy line of monsters, which is not exactly the good thing about heroes, but since you're running Silent Swordsman stuff, it can recur pretty easily, so it can summon out the level 7, which can lock out your opponent's spells, which this format, a lot of things use a lot of spells. Heroes, pendulum base, if you use it against Malphos, they auto lose. Silent Swordsman, level 7 pretty much just auto loses against them, unless they have if they don't have an established pendulum set scales where they can pendulum summon, you win. If they do have it, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky. They have to overlay, and yeah, they can pretty much get around it. So it's pretty much a not double-edged sword. I don't know. It's pretty much if you lock out your opponent before they can do stuff, then yeah, this card's an auto win against the Malphos. Against the Paleozoics, uh, they they play a lot of traps and stuff. So this deck doesn't really do that well unless you run the Acid Mask Change combo with Dark Lord, then you get rid of all the stuff early on. If you control, okay, with heroes, if you control the Paleozoic's board first up, basically you go first and you set up a board ahead of time, you win against Paleozoics. If you don't, you lose against Paleozoics. It's a 50-50 chance against Paleozoics and heroes. You either get a good hand and you win, or you don't. So that's the downside of this. This deck wins pretty good again. This deck has a really good advantage against Malphos if you can establish a Silent Swordsman combo play. But if not, then yeah, you pretty much lose. Well, you can still play. It's just you won't get ahead as fast as they will because pendulums are broken. They're very broken. Free Shadow Mist, free Bob Man, free Tin Goldfish. You probably know why because of the Mask Change and also Bahamut Shark Blaze. Two Summoner Monks because you can dump all your spells and you can do stuff. Free Hero Lives, two Instant Fusion instead of free. Free Hero Lives, sorry, Hero Lives? Free Emergency Call. Free Mask Change, free Silent Sword. This card's actually pretty good. Considering with the Silent Swordsman cards that say, let's say if you have a level 7 on the field, it says that you can't, let me just bring it up. It says that negate the effects of all spell cards on the field. Since this card says it cannot be, its effects this card's activation and effects cannot be negated. Sound effect by opponent's cards unless that's a type, unless it's an error uh, in the code I was testing out before. So target one turn that monster gains 3 turns. If it does until the end of the turn, it's not affected by your opponent. Okay, never mind. I don't know. It might be a bug or error on YJ Pro, but I was testing it out and it actually can boost up your Silent Swordsman, your level 7, and I thought this negated its effects, but apparently it goes through. I don't know if it's a bug or anything. I need to reconfirm for that, but yeah, Silent Sword is pretty good. It makes your your Silent Swordsman a 3k beat stick when you activate this, and yeah, because once one turn has gone by, it gains 500 attack per standby phase. So once it's on the field and during your opponent's standby phase, it gains 500 attack. So it's automatically a 1500 attacker. And if you have this on the field, it becomes a 3000 attacker. And if you have another one in your turn, it goes to 2000. It'll get stronger every turn. So if your opponent doesn't kill this as quickly as possible, it will get stronger and stronger each turn. And that's the best part of Silent Swordsman. But its downside is, yeah, if you kill it early, it sucks. But then again, you can summon the big one later on. So yeah, it's pretty good. Free Silent Sword slash, one Rhoda, reinforcement the army, two Desires. I know it's a bit weird, but you would play Desires in Heroes, but well, actually no, you play mostly totally Heroes. But yeah, even if you banish these cards, as long as you don't banish level 7, it's fine. But you can still do other plays like you play your heroes normally when you have Desires. George Whistler, so it's not really that bad with Potter's Desires. Solemn Trio, 2 Notice and 1 Warning, 2 D Barrier, and 1 Vandy's Emptiness. Extra deck, I run the usual lineup for heroes, 2 Dark Law, Anki, Acid. I decided to put Acid back down. I normally play when I play heroes, I normally play 2 acids because they don't expect 2 acids, but it does take up one of your extra deck slot. So if you like, normally I play 2 acids in my heroes. I'm trying to test out 1 acid from now. It's okay, but it's handy to have the second acid just to make your opponent be surprised. I guess that's the best way to say it. 1 Northern. Utopia Lightning, Castell, Emerald, Dweller, Hope Woven Dragon, Spider Shark. That's a pretty big mouthful. It's pretty much a monster reborn for your cards. And also, if it attacks, your opponent loses 1000 attack when you detach a material. So it's good. 2 Bahamuts and 2 Tree Toads. You could probably, if you want, you can probably take out one of the Bahamuts and put in anything you want. I'd say probably 101 if you're playing a budget version of this. You don't have Tree Toads. Totally Awesome, I should say. If you don't have the Totally Awesome build, if you want to make a budget-based build, don't run the Bahamut Shark and Toad plays, and don't run the Cupidity and the Barriers. Or if you don't have any Solemn cards, Pudding's really cheap to get. I don't know why if you can't get it or not. It's in the common as well. But yeah, if you want to make it a cheap variant, I'd recommend placing in trap hole cards, mirror force cards, you know, the cheap budget type of stuff. But this set can be very budget friendly. You can make it probably about, I don't know, let's say if you're in America, you can probably make it for around $50 or so. Unless you're playing Utopia. Well, Utopia's got reprinted. Utopia Lightning got reprinted, so it's pretty cheap. Acid's probably going to be quite expensive. $17, $20. I don't know how much it is at the moment. Probably a bit less. I don't know. It depends on each country and state. But yeah, you can make a totally budget version of this deck. See what I did? Totally. But yeah, you can make a very budget version of this deck, and it works pretty well as well, even if it works budget. Even if you make it as a budget deck. It's just that if you have more expensive cards, you can actually do more threatful plays against your opponent. So yeah. But yeah, that's the explanation for the deck profile for heroes. Please, silent heroes, I should say. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you want to do videos for this, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make one for this because deck's not entirely finished. I must make a rough draft of this. It does brick. I'm not gonna lie, it does brick tremendously, but I don't think Silent Swordsman is considered a brick. Unless you're bluffing your opponent, you usually just set it on the field. You don't normally just play it face up because they won't be dumb enough to destroy. They'll just castell it or destroy it get rid of it any way it's possible as long as they don't destroy it. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much an explanation of how, and also a deck profile explanation, discussion, deck profile of Silent Heroes. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Yeah, sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been on holiday. Normally I would update you guys, but if you're friends with me in real life and stuff, you pretty much know I would update you with then, but I don't really do update videos much on YouTube because it takes a bit of time to actually make videos, and I'm pretty busy as I am. I'm working and stuff, and also I'm preparing for YCS Sydney next year. So yeah, I have to pretty much save up and get ready for next year's tournament, which I'm excited for the live stream for next year at YCS Sydney. Hopefully, if Konami's watching, I'll be able to do a match on a feature match. I would love to do a feature match since yeah, I'm an Australian Yu-Gi tuber, or YouTuber I should say, and yeah, I make YouTube videos for Yu-Gi-Oh. But yeah, this is DCRS Show. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. See you guys next time. Bye.